So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Chelsea have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become
Shoots! Oh, fine stuff from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Haaland. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Rafinha. James gets over and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. And smartly reclaimed. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Kalulu calmly anticipates. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. Messi. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Fernandes. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Messi. Mbappe is onto this. Musiala, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. He'll try to keep... Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Spread it left. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. James did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
It's a promising position. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Beckenbauer. It's a really well-measured ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
I'd like to draw your attention
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kane. Musiala.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Musiala. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Spread out to the left. He has found a way through. And the finish! It's hit the upright. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Rafinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Doué receives it in a good position here. Tries a shot! It's there! The breakthrough strike! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 64 minutes is number 11, Rafinha.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. That's good play. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Rafinha. Musiala.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Musiala. Now it's Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's a decent clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's picked his way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Number 24, Reece James.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Musiala. Coming
Nuno
on the
Mendes.
field, number 28, Azpilicueta.
Kimmich.
Number 22, Brian Robson.
And it's Fernandes.
Substitution.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's an imaginative pass. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, good-looking ball. Kalulu kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Shot could be on. Great ball, and he's in here. Picked out brilliantly. Haaland, and the shot! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And they can counter here. Looking here to
2
chip it
added
through.
minutes has been indicated.
Foot in. Beckenbauer. Messi gets into a good position. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Kane. It's played through for him. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter,
I'm
with a
afraid
good
to
mix
tell
of
you that we're
action and
expecting
plenty of
traffic to be
talking
heavy
points,
after the
and
final
it ended
whistle
with the
today.
right result, in my opinion.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. That's very neat. Oh, right place, right time. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Yamal. That has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Doué. Nothing significant to report. And a chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Van Dijk. De Jong. Onana. Now it's Mbappe. That is lovely. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that pass isn't the best. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, sweet feet. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great skill, that's nice. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's McAllister. De Jong. Shot a goal! Oh, what has happened here? And it's made its way to him. Back when it goes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking, oh, he's been caught napping! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mbappe. Serginho. Here's Onana. Passing is crisp and sharp. He was under real pressure there. Messi. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. De Jong really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's a promising position. Messi. McAllister. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Played towards the other side. Mbappe. And it's De Jong. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is
Chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Coming on the field is number 9.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Great defending, strong and determined. Alexander-Arnold. Konate. And it's Amadou Onana. It's a searching pass. Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Messi. Hermoso for Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe. De Jong. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. And it's Doué. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Mbappe! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Played back in. De Jong. Oh, well played, well played. McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. De Jong. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. McAllister. Looking to play him in. There's the shot! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
On the field, number 10, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Alvarez.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Manchester United take the lead. He gets big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Onana.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Onana. Can he get it through? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Alexander-Arnold. There's the crossfield ball. In with the challenge. Onana. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Half an hour gone in the second half. Here's Onana. Serginho. Onana. Konate. And it's Amadou Onana. This is De Jong. Serginho. And it's De Jong. It's Van Dijk. Serginho. Onana. And it's McAllister. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
McAllister. Over to the left. And he's picked it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good ball! Goes for a shot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Camavinga. And it's McAllister. And Fernandes. And it's Camavinga. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Little pass back.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Camavinga. No, he refuses to take the bait. Kane. Well timed, excellent interception. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Batistuta! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Back into the middle, and that is expertly dealt with. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Bellingham. It's a promising position. Szoboszlai. McAllister. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name, crosses it into the area. Doué. Quarter of an hour played. Bellingham. Now it's Saka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Messi, and it's been played through. Thinks about the shot. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. And the cross comes in. De Bast gets across to intercept that. He's through, now is he in? There's the shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there.
Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bast. Now he's off and running. And it's Doué. Mbappe. Saka has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Szoboszlai. Messi. Doué. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doué. Played in deep. Oh, that's a fine interception. Szoboszlai. Bellingham. And real chance! Ruben Neves. That has ended up in no man's land. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
The goal scorer after 33 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, good take in a good area. And claimed it back swiftly. Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. It's a pretty loose pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's managed to get free. Plays it in low. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Saka. And the counter is on. A heavy challenge. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Doué. Oh no, this does not look good. Bellingham. Oh, good read. Now it's Saka. It's Saka.
2
Hazard.
minutes has been indicated.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Szoboszlai. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion
Please be
early
made
in the
aware
second
that
half.
smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution on the field. Number 25, Ronald
So
Arujo.
off we go once more.
Number 10, Messi.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
McAllister. And it's Kane. Doué. Mbappe. And the shot! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Alvarez. And he's being shifted off it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Caught offside that time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Prachuap appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're set.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Saka! It's in! And they've got their lead back. So here comes the substitution. Çalhanoğlu joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no... That could spell trouble. Not the most accurate pass. Out to the left it goes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Alvarez receives it in a good position here. Looking to play him in. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Alvarez. Nicely aimed pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
This looks promising. Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Kane. Beckenbauer with the foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Desiree Doué. Number 13, coming on the field.
Decent hit from
Number
there.
20, Dani Olmo. Number 7, substitutions taking place.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Prachuap surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played back in. And here's Alvarez. Ødegaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kane. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Oh, that's a key interception. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
McAllister. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. And it's Joelinton. Joelinton has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. It's run loose here. Dani Olmo. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He is through here. There's a sharp little ball here, and he's onside. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looks across and plays it in. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well,
Just a
the
quick
game plan
announcement.
for me...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's Doué. And here's Kane. Now this could be it. Takes a shot! And again! Goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Malaysia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy. Oh, he's been caught napping! A lot of space ahead of him. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Kimmich. Robertson. Hazard. It's Hazard! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pass somewhat off target. Elise. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross from Robertson. That has been knocked. Shot at goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Cleared without complication. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has not gone well. Rafinha has given away a free kick. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oyarzabal. He's got away. Oyarzabal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's Okazaki! Vallecas with the corner, there first. He rises! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Doué. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise has it out wide and in space. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Kalulu. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams gets rid without sophistication. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Yeah, the ball's gone astray. He's picked his way through. McAllister tries to pass it through. Mbappe. Messi. And it's McAllister. Half-time getting close now. This looks promising. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Rafinha, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Tries to get it clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He has found the way through. Messi. Doué. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafinha. And that has been clubbed away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's on it, can he get away? Nicely weighted ball. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Adams makes the interception. Olise. Oyarzabal. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! They've scored! He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. And that has been cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Azar. Oyarzabal.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
They want to be quick to recover this. Shot, surely! game.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then. Olise goes short. Olise. Robertson. There's the shot! Missed by a fraction. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Mbappe! Mbappe! And the shot! And he hits the net! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And it's Hakimi. Hakimi, and the shot! It's a loose ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hazard with the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's not got that quite right. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. Picked out, shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Right card can get it clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's in on goal! Oh, right place, right time. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Can he get onto this? Hazard could try cutting inside here. Dani Olmo. Mbappe is onto this. And that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mbappe.